A Renault Megane Renault Sport is still a really cool car, but you shouldn't forget that it's very powerful. And when it's very powerful and you don't know how to handle it, what happens? Well, you can have accidents with it. Hi friends, hope you're well. Remember you wanted me to film the Alpine A110 today? I'm with Loic. The road is closed, the car's here. I think I'll really learn something today. It made me uneasy. Yeah, Loic, thank you very much for having me today.
Gladly. Thanks for bringing out the big guns. We're on a closed road.
You brought your race car. Can you explain what it is and what you do with it?
Since I was 18, I've done rally racing. It's a family thing. I started with a 205 Grand Touring injection and then moved on to Clio and Porsche. And then, at the end of last year, my dad and I decided to get this car. I wanted to do the Monte Carlo rally because it's been my dream since childhood. And it speaks to a lot more people than a regular rally, let's say. So we did the Monte Carlo rally this winter. It went really well. This year we're advancing to the Alpine Trophy season in the French Rally Championship. So yeah, the first round is coming up in a few days. So I'm taking this opportunity to make this little video with you to do some testing to get myself warmed up a bit for the race that's going to take place in 4 or 5 days. So it's an Alpine A110 Rally Grand Touring. So actually, it's a car that was made by Signatech in Bourges. So actually, Alpine gave this company free rein to make 3 types of cars. The Alpine Cup and A110 Cup are for circuit racing. The Alpine Grand Touring 4 is also for circuits. And the Alpine A110R Grand Touring is for rally. So there you go. These 3 cars have the same basic body shell. For example, the aluminum side members differ between the circuit and rally versions, as do the suspension and gearbox. So it's true that inside it looks a bit like a race car. The steering wheel kind of looks like a PlayStation controller. But there you go after that. It's meant for rallying. It was developed by engineers for a year and a half, specifically for rallying.
So this is a car you bought that was already designed, because you also build cars yourself.
We've built many cars, mostly Porsches, but we eventually chose the Alpine. Because to do the Monte Carlo Rally, you have to buy a car, let's say, that's already made. But it's true that, well, we usually use circuit Porsches, like the 997 or 911 Cup. And we modify everything like the roll cage, shock absorbers, gearbox, so we can do rally with it. Because they're really cool cars. They make an incredible noise, and you have an amazing time driving them. So yeah, it's true that in the end, we're people who love rallying. We're passionate about it. We do 5 or 6 rallies a year. We do it as a family. We don't have a big setup or a lot of resources, let's say. It's true. Today, it's just my dad and me unloading the car and making adjustments ourselves. We prepare the cars in our workshop. We handle all the geometry, corner weights, and suspension settings ourselves. We disassembled the gearbox to inspect the gears and clutch, ensuring everything is fine before the race. It already has 600 kilometers since new, so yes, you still need to check it. There are specific requirements. The manufacturer, when they build it, says, at this mileage, you need to check this part, that part. Here, it's mainly about checking since the car is new, but it's the same when you build a car. Between each race, you have to check the alignment, inspect your clutch, and check for play everywhere.
You're putting it under maximum stress.
At most, and here there aren't many curbs, but for us, curbs mean something specific. It's when you go onto the shoulder. It often scrapes under the car's in a groove inside. It often scrapes. So there you go. You have to keep an eye on all that. But overall, it's still much easier to drive than the Porsche.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a lot more agile. Well, yeah, you don't get the sound of the Porsche. But the lap times are still seriously impressive. Then there's the car's efficiency and ease.
It actually seems very lively.
Yeah, it's very lively, very easy to handle. Also, my dad has one too for everyday use. Now we know the difference between a Porsche and an Alpine. Still, on a small road with a stock Alpine, you can text incomplete. If you don't drive poorly, you can keep up with a Grand Touring. 3 on a small road. Driving an Alpine on a small road is almost easier than a Grand Touring. 3.
Well, yeah, it's lighter, it's more responsive, and it still has a nice braking system in the back, too.
Yeah, there are 4 pistons in front and 4 in back. There's a 6-speed paddle shift sequential gearbox, not a standard sequential. It's a racing gearbox with a large, limited slip differential, not like those in everyday cars. And you'll see there's launch control. So, you press the button, floor it, and let go. And it takes off like a bullet because there's a bit of traction control that will help us. Specifically, so the car doesn't spin too much coming out of the hairpin, or when the grip is low. So it's still pretty advanced. There's a bit of ABS that you can adjust as well. And then, same thing, all of that, those are settings we have on the steering wheel. And also, you can adjust the turbo, meaning you can set how responsive the pedal is when accelerating out of a curve.
If you want it to be gradual or all at once, yay?
So, obviously, if you're on something more like a hill climb, very, very clean, you can set a lot of turbo response to accelerate all at once. But on the other hand, if you're on a road that's a bit dirty, a bit wet, pretty tight, you can set it a bit softer. That way, even if you accelerate a bit too much, the car won't get away from you.
Yeah, it's packed with technology.
Yeah, well, you can look at the steering wheel.
I was just about to say you could show me some of the interior.
Here, it's called ALS because of the turbo responsiveness. Below here, you have the ABS that you can adjust from 1 to 11. So there you go. If your road is really, really flat and it's not wet, you stay, let's say, on 1. If it's a little bumpy, you can add a bit more ABS. And same thing, if it starts to rain, you put in a little more. That way, you can hit the brakes as hard as you want. It doesn't do everything, but it helps. And then the right dial is for traction control. So let's say if we're going to drive on snow, for example. Since this winter we did a rally on snow. You can go up to 3 and let's say you can go full throttle and the car will handle the traction by itself.
Damn, that's really cool though.
It's not an electronic stability program since it doesn't control trajectory, only traction.
All right, as soon as it starts to slip, bam, it locks and it...
There you go, but it's still full of technology. But still, it's a really nice car. You can see that's the handbrake, by the way. Here you are, a hydraulic handbrake. And here, you have the paddles to change gears. Down there, you have the pedal box, the clutch.
So why are there 3 pedals then?
Well, actually, it's a normal car. Same thing when you're driving on the road, when you stop at a stop sign and all that. You have a clutch, because there's a clutch.
Yeah.
It's like a normal car. But when driving, you use the paddles for everything. If you stop at a sign without the clutch, you'll stall.
Oh yeah, all right, okay.
That's what I was telling you. It's a gearbox. We could just as easily have a lever instead of paddles. Because if you want here, though it may be hard to see, there's a small red engine that controls the gearbox. Actually, it's mechanical.
Oh yeah, it's there, yeah, okay, got it.
This small engine with paddles will operate, pulling and pushing, just like a sequential gearbox where you pull or push a shaft.
All right, okay.
So whether it's on any rally car or autocross or circuit car, it's always the same. Like a motorcycle, you pull, you push, you pull, you push.
All right, okay.
After that, adding the paddles involves either an electric system like this or a small pneumatic system with an air tank. There you go.
All right, can we see the engine?
Yeah, of course. Let's open it up. So here you have the small trunk to put the helmets and all that. So it's true that it's, there you go, it's minimalist, let's say.
Yeah, well, it's still a race car after all.
That's it.
Okay.
Here, the 2 small fans remove hot air while driving. Then you have 2 tanks. Expansion tanks, just 2. One for everything turbo related, since that's a separate circuit, and one for the engine. So that means when there have been a lot of problems on other vehicles before, it's when your turbo is very hot when you arrive. Because in rally, we cross the finish line at full speed and stop at a point called the stop point. And there, they take your logbook and record the time you achieved. And your turbo is red hot when you stop.
Yes, of course.
The problem is, you lose air cooling for your radiators.
That comes to cool them down.
And then at that point, usually the turbo overheats the whole cooling system. And it boils over. So, here, they were really smart. They put in 2 separate circuits.
You mean your turbo is liquid cooled?
We can check out the front if you'd like. Up there, there's...
Up front, we'll find something. The spare wheel is still there.
There you go. In the front, you have the spare wheel with the jack. Because sometimes you still need to change a tire if you ever get a flat or anything like that. In front, we have 3 radiators. 1 on each side and 1 in the middle. And so there are... I think the one in the middle is for the engine, and the 2 on the sides are for the turbo.
For the turbo, yeah.
There you go. So here, you can see...
It's still impressive.
That's the Fédération Internationale de l'Automobile fuel tank. So, we don't have any there. We have a fuel cap, but it's useless. You actually fill it up through here.
Oh yeah, okay, I've never seen that before.
There you go. This is the car's frame rail. The roll cage extends to here, and the frame rail meets the top of the shock absorber. And actually, this whole part is specific to the rally car.
The Alpine A110 doesn't have this on the road?
From there, it's not the same car anymore. From the firewall, all of this is cut. It's not the same car anymore. All of these are specific parts for this car.
Okay. It's funny, it kind of looks like a Lotus Exige with the side members and everything.
Yeah. And in the back, it's the same, actually. When you can get closer and take a look, you can clearly see there are 2 big aluminum side members on each side of the engine.
Especially, I even see carbon fiber here everywhere.
There you go. From the firewall back, it's no longer the same car as an Alpine.
Ah, yes, so it's really just the central shell?
Right, the shell, fenders, and bumpers stay the same, but it's otherwise a different car.
All right, okay, so I think something is about to happen now.
Well, you're going to have to change.
The car just arrived, meaning the road is now closed.
There you go, you're going to have to change, and so will I. Then we'll go for a walk.
All right, friends, see you in a bit. Well, I prefer to tell you, you won't hear much from me. There's a lot of noise, and the position is such that it's very physical, and I'm really squeezed in the pack and in the cockpit. I don't have any room, actually. It's the first time I've gotten into a rally car, and just being inside already, it's physical.
That's 330 horsepower.
330 horsepower and how many kilos?
That's 1,100 kilos.
It's fine, it'll work. From here on, something bad will happen to me. Watch what he's doing with the steering wheel and you'll see why. There you go. For anyone who missed it, he's heating up the tire rubber. The issue is, I had only slept 4 hours the night before. It's 9 in the morning, and I have to admit, getting shaken up right away didn't go well, but it's my fault. Maybe I shouldn't have joined the warm-up lap. I didn't expect it to turn out that way. I don't feel like it. I need a break. I don't want to get sick, you know. Honestly, right now, that's the back and forth, the round trips. Yeah, it didn't make me feel good.
Yeah, no.
No, it's actually the zigzags at the start to warm up the tires that made me feel bad right away.
Oh, yeah.
There, actually, you saw it at the beginning, he did zigzags, and that didn't make me feel good. From the start, I felt better on the lap when he sped up, but he said he hadn't even sped up yet. I'm going to take 5 minutes, it's fine. I wasn't expecting that much grip, actually.
All right, Loic.
Thank you. Our little ride was short, but it was intense for me. I didn't expect such strength. Sideways, the zigzags. I felt unwell, but it's not your fault. Great driving in the short time I rode with you. The car is impressive. Thank you so much for welcoming me and showing me everything. We have a beautiful road, a great car, and everything went perfectly. Listen, let's stay in touch in case you have other cars to show me.
With pleasure, no problem.
Guys, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel and follow Loic on social media. Links are in the description. See you in the next video. Bye.